How to create a legacy of leadership, inspired by Jim Rohn's principles. Introduction. Every great organization, every pioneering movement, and every lasting enterprise stands on the shoulders of strong leadership. Yet the true mark of a leader is not merely the victories they secure or the profits they generate. Along the way, you'll find motivational stories, actionable tips, key takeaways, and calls to action, designed to help you forge your own enduring legacy. Whether you're at the helm of a startup or steering a seasoned company through change, these principles will equip you to lead with integrity, purpose, and vision. It is the legacy they leave, the values, vision, and culture that endure long after they have moved on. Jim Rohn, one of the most celebrated motivational speakers and business philosophers of the 20th century, taught that leadership is an art you cultivate over decades, rooted in character, nurtured by discipline, and expressed through service. In this video, we'll explore Rohn's timeless guidance on building a leadership legacy that inspires generations of entrepreneurs, small business owners, and investors alike. We'll journey through the foundational pillars of leadership, examine practical strategies for personal and organizational growth, and discover how to mentor tomorrow's leaders today. 1. Cultivate personal character. Jim Rohn often said, "Character isn't something you were born with and can't change. Wake early, plan your day, and follow through. It's something you were born with that you can improve." Building a leadership legacy begins with cultivating a strong personal character foundation. Integrity above all. Speak the truth even when it costs you. Honor your commitments. Let your word be your bond. Admit mistakes quickly and transparently. In her first year, she struggled with cash flow and client disputes. Rather than deflect blame, she owned every misstep, communicated openly with her team, and stayed true to her promise of delivering high-quality work. Her integrity and discipline won clients back, inspired her staff, and established her reputation. Within 3 years, her firm doubled its revenue, and her legacy of honesty became the company's cultural cornerstone. Self-discipline as a daily practice. Routines shape destinies. Jim Rohn urged leaders to plan your work and work your plan. But first you must know what you're working toward. Small habits, reading, exercise, reflection, compound into massive results over years. Practice delayed gratification. Invest time and resources now for long-term gain. Embrace continuous learning. Read broadly. Biographies, business classics, philosophy, to expand your mental framework. Attend seminars and workshops. Surround yourself with mentors and peers who challenge you. Seek feedback relentlessly. Let it guide your personal growth. Imagine Sarah, a young entrepreneur who launched a digital marketing firm. 2. Define and communicate your vision. A leader without a clear, compelling vision is like a ship without a rudder. Crafting a vivid vision. Leadership isn't about power over people, it's about empowering people to achieve their highest potential. Envision the future in concrete terms. Where will your company be? What impact will it make? Frame your vision in inspirational language that taps into emotions and values. He shared customer stories, hosted virtual tasting events, and invited team members to co-create new blends. By translating his vision into shared experiences, Carlos mobilized his staff and customer base to become brand ambassadors. Today, his company ships to 25 countries and reports 40% year-over-year growth, proof that a well-communicated vision galvanizes action. Ensure it aligns with your personal purpose and strengths, articulating the vision to others. Tell stories that illustrate your vision in action. Use simple, memorable phrases, your North Star motto, that team members can repeat. Reinforce the vision at every meeting, presentation, and communication channel. Aligning goals and metrics, he funded promising experiments, advocated for junior staff at board meetings, and celebrated every win, no matter how small. As a result, his team took ownership of projects, cultivated innovative deal structures, and accelerated the firm's growth. Alejandro's leadership legacy became one of empowerment, as many protégés now run successful ventures of their own. Break your vision into short, medium, and long-term objectives. Set measurable key performance indicators, KPIs, that track progress. Celebrate milestones publicly to fuel momentum and commitment. Carlos, the CEO of a boutique coffee roasting company, envisioned not just selling coffee, but creating a global community of mindful coffee lovers. 3. Lead by serving others. Jim Rohn believed, service to others is the rent you pay for your room here on earth. Adopt a servant leadership mindset. Prioritize your team's needs, resources, training, recognition, before your own. Ask, how can I help, rather than, what can I demand? Empower, through trust and delegation. Delegate responsibilities, along with decision-making authority. Encourage autonomy. Let team members own projects and learn from outcomes. Provide guidance, not micromanagement. Foster growth and development. Create clear career paths and development programs. Offer regular coaching sessions and mentorship opportunities. Recognize and reward initiative, creativity, and learning. At a regional real estate investment firm, the founder Alejandro instituted weekly open-door hours where any employee could pitch ideas or ask for support. 4. Build a culture of excellence. A leader's influence extends far beyond individual interactions. It shapes the entire organizational culture. Jim Rohn taught that excellence is not a singular act, but a habit. Define cultural values. Identify 3 to 5 core values: integrity, innovation, teamwork, customer obsession, etc. Embed these values in hiring criteria, performance reviews, and daily rituals. Model behavior. Consistently, leaders must exemplify the values in word and deed, address behaviors that conflict with the culture immediately and constructively. Institutionalize best practices. Document standard operating procedures, SOPs, for critical processes. Encourage continuous improvement. Hold regular retrospectives to refine workflows. Invest in tools and training that raise quality standards. Jen founded a small e-commerce startup selling eco-friendly products. From day one, she insisted on zero-waste packaging, transparent supplier audits, and exceptional customer service. She personally wrote thank you notes for each order and shared customer testimonials in team meetings. Over time, these habits became institutionalized. New hires learned them on day one, and third-party partners adapted to the high standards. Within 5 years, Jen's startup was recognized as an industry leader in sustainability, leaving a lasting cultural imprint that outlived her tenure as CEO. 5. Mentor and multiply leadership. A true legacy expands beyond the leader. It multiplies through successors. Jim Rohn urged leaders to work on your business, not just in your business, which includes developing future leaders. Identify high-potential talent early. Look for curiosity, resilience, and a growth mindset. Offer stretch assignments to test and develop their capabilities. Establish formal mentorship programs. Pair senior leaders with emerging talent for regular coaching. Set clear goals for each mentorship relationship. Encourage peer learning and collaboration. Create cross-functional project teams to broaden perspectives. Host internal innovation challenges, where junior staff lead initiatives. In a mid-sized tech firm, CTO Priya launched a leader-in-training cohort. 5 promising engineers who received monthly leadership workshops, shadowed executives, and led small teams on pilot projects. When Priya moved on 2 years later, 3 of the cohort members stepped into senior engineering management roles seamlessly, preserving the firm's momentum and culture. Priya's legacy lived on through the leaders she had mentored. 6. Measure, reflect, and adapt. Even the best-laid plans require regular calibration. Jim Rohn emphasized reflection. Take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live. Similarly, leaders must take care of their organization by measuring performance and adapting strategies. Establish a balanced scorecard. Track financial metrics, customer satisfaction, internal processes, and team engagement. Review quarterly and adjust tactics where necessary. Conduct regular leadership audits. Solicit anonymous feedback from employees on leadership effectiveness. Host skip-level meetings where staff can speak directly to senior executives. Iterate and innovate. Celebrate successes, but analyze failures deeply. Experiment with new organizational models, technologies, and market approaches. A family-owned manufacturing business noticed a plateau in growth and rising employee turnover. The CEO, Marcus, introduced quarterly culture health checks, surveying staff on management support, career development, and work-life balance. He then led cross-department task forces to address pain points, implementing flexible schedules, upgrading machinery, and launching leadership training. Within a year, turnover dropped by 30% and productivity rose by 20%. Marcus's willingness to measure and adapt cemented his leadership legacy. Conclusion. Creating a legacy of leadership is not a one-time event. It's a lifelong commitment to excellence, service, and growth. By cultivating personal character, defining a clear vision, serving your team, building a culture of excellence, mentoring future leaders, and measuring progress, you follow in Jim Rohn's footsteps and leave an imprint that endures beyond your tenure. Your next steps. Reflect on one area, character, vision, service, culture, mentorship, or measurement you can strengthen today. Commit to a specific action, schedule a mentorship meeting, revise your vision statement, or launch a culture survey. Share your progress with your team and invite their ideas for continuous improvement. Remember, success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. Jim Rohn. Key takeaways. Integrity and discipline, foundations of lasting leadership. Clear vision, inspires and aligns your entire organization. Servant leadership, empower others to unlock their full potential. Culture of excellence, institutionalize values and best practices. Mentorship, multiply your impact by developing future leaders. Reflect and adapt, use metrics and feedback to steer continuous growth. If you're ready to build a legacy that transcends profits and titles, start today. Share this video with your leadership team, comment below with your next action step, and subscribe for more insights inspired by Jim Rohn's timeless wisdom. Let's lead with purpose and leave a legacy worth remembering.